talking about how Conor and Mayweather they're the two most tested athletes in the last month.
I think it was like 13 times in the last month.
Now, that sounds awesome. That sounds like Floyd's playing by the rules. Conor's playing by the rules. Conor's used to it. Floyd's probably used to it, but...
And you probably have a great point to put on this. But
I'm so excited.
When I saw him talk about this with that interview after the, Tuesday Night Contender Series.
Yeah.
When I saw him talking about this, it was like kind of like a gray area. Like they asked him, are all the tests coming back or like negative? He was like, we're pretty confident in, everything that's coming back.
I don't think they've gotten the results yet, but
I don't think they have either. And
you don't think it matters.
Well,
though,
okay, so first of all, who's paying USADA, right? It's Mayweather Promotions. Number one is paying them. Now, historically, in big fights, the Pacquiao fight, he paid him $150,000. That's 4 times what they get for other typical title fights. So he pays them 4 times what they get.
Why?
Why exactly? Okay, so hold on. So he also
that makes no sense to offer someone 4 times what they're asking.
It was on the MMA Hour. I don't know if you guys heard the most recent one, but they had Lou DiBella on, and Lou brought up same thing that a lot of the time these judges and the judges, in addition to USADA and stuff, are being flown out first class. They're staying at the nicest 5-star hotels. They're flying out their families. They take care of them. Why is that? Well, because again, if Mayweather Promotions does all this for you and you're scoring a close fight, like maybe the Maidana fight, for example, okay, maybe you just, again, your instincts. You got to pay your own bills. You need Floyd. You need Floyd to win a little bit. It helps you, right? Because he's paying you 4 times what you normally make. He's flying your whole family out for the week. It's great, right? So it's not necessarily like that he's specifically paying them off, but it doesn't hurt.
That just seems like open corruption to me.
That's like
that's like out in the open.
Yep.
He should not be contributing a dime to the judge. They should not be allowed to take
more than
a Kleenex from Floyd Mayweather.
Yep.
They should. Period.
And that's like a you scratch my back, I scratch yours.
You can't do that in other sports. Like Manchester United can't fly the refs out for the soccer game. The Dallas Cowboys can't, put their refs up in a 5-star hotel Saturday night before the big game on Sunday. You can't do that.
Well, that's the only reason, again, you guys might have heard this, it's the only reason the UFC's in any way involved as a promoter in this is because they literally won't let
they don't trust
them. Promotions cut Conor a check. Because he would literally at this point be paying his opponent, which, I mean, you know what I mean.
Right.
Okay, so his relationship with USADA is the craziest thing you'll ever hear. So everybody views USADA as like these heroes because of the UFC, right? But okay, first of all, have you guys heard the USADA, the IV stuff with the Pacquiao fight? So the day before the Pacquiao fight, he takes an IV and he takes it at his own house. He doesn't. Again, these are banned by WADA, whatever. But again, he had that special setup. I don't know if you remember his big crusade where he was like, Manny's on PEDs. We're going to have this special setup. It got so bad that Manny ended up suing him and they settled out of court for like defamation and all that. So he takes an IV the day before at his house and he takes like something ridiculous, like 8 times what you're allowed to take, which
Floyd.
Yeah, Floyd does.
Floyd.
Of like saline, whatever else.
Sure.
Which could blatantly be masking something he's about to put in his system.
Which is why UFC banned it.
So now, again, if USADA finds out about this, which they did, they need to immediately notify the Nevada Athletic Commission. You know when they inform the Nevada Athletic Commission?
Let me guess. After the fight?
2 days later?
So, close. So, not 2 days. Definitely after the fight. So, I think the fight was like May 2nd or something, right? May 19th, Mayweather applies for a therapeutic use exemption. May 19th, so 3 weeks later, whatever. He gets granted it immediately, so retroactive, so he's okay. And then May 20th, they let the Nevada State Athletic Commission know. And Nevada's like, wait, what?
Yeah, too late.
Yeah, too late. And
sounds like what my car insurance guy did to me.
Bob Bennett's like, I think that's his name, the head of the athletic commission's like, hey, you guys don't get to grant, TUEs. That's us. We're the governing body here. You don't get to do that. So they did that for him. That is beyond fucked up.
Yeah.
By the way, the day of the fight, because remember Manny had all those shoulder issues,
Yep.
he asked if he could take a legal painkiller, inject it. He applied. Before he did it, Nevada said no.
No.
They said it wasn't in a timely manner. And Floyd did it 3 weeks later. That's not even the most fucked up one. The best one, and I'm going to specifically cite this article because this is so messed up.
Yeah, you came prepared. I like it.
Honestly, this blew my mind, and I like boxing a lot, and I didn't know some of the specifics on this, but if you guys want to look this up, there's a Bleacher Report article, and Jonathan Snowden wrote it in September 10th, 2015, and it's all about the clouds around Mayweather and his PED use. So, same situation where this is right around the Berto fight, right? This final fight until now. So they're saying as a part of this cozy deal he has with USADA, he has a clause in there where he's allowed to be granted that retroactive TUE for any substance they ever find in him.
Jeez.
So here's the kicker. I want to get this to you guys so you guys can hear this. So, remember he pays him 4 times the amount, and he refers to this as Olympic-style testing, and which is a joke considering he gets to decide when it begins and ends, and he has a retroactive hall pass for all PEDs. All right. So, the word is that before the Shane Mosley, Victor Ortiz, and Miguel Cotto fights, which USADA ran the drug testing, all 3 of them he pops for PEDs. But here's the kicker, and I'm just going to read the quote. Word is Mayweather's A sample had tested positive 3 times, and after each positive test, USADA had given Floyd an inadvertent use waiver. These waivers allow testing to continue without the positive A sample results being reported to his opponent or the Nevada State Athletic Commission. So literally nobody finds out.
They just buried it.
And then they give him the retroactive use or whatever, inadvertent use, and no one knows anything.
It's fucking crazy.
So if anybody, he's been tested 13 times. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, it doesn't
He's
matter.
knows
paying,
what
he's
he-
paying your fucking
who
bills.
knows what he
doesn't
has
matter.
built into his
Look at him.
contract?
He's 40 years old. What 40-year-old looks like that?
Do you think
Not a
if-
single one.
Exactly. And if somebody goes up to Connor and is like, you want to make $100 million? Yeah, well, you got to sign this USADA thing. And he's like, yeah, USADA, I know USADA. And he's like, yeah, I want all this. And he's probably like, I don't give a shit. It's $100 million.
Yeah.
The same shit is probably going on right now. I've never heard anything like that in my life.
Yeah, there's no way, just to go back to Jones, there's no way a 28, 29-year-old male with, those genes, with brothers in the NFL, needs to be taking hormone-enhancing pills. And then you have this 40-year-old Floyd Mayweather who's clean as a whistle. It's just
And
not true. It's just not.
Looking chiseled as ever.
Yeah.
And
Just not.
I mean, what blows my mind, those are the facts. This isn't from some conspiracy theory. These are
Right.
the facts. Where is this?
that just goes to show that money, it
Is
may
that
not buy you happiness, but it can buy you a whole lot of
Yeah.
shit.